What are the long-term consequences of a strategic pawn sacrifice? Have you ever wondered what happens after a player sacrifices a pawn in chess? Let's break down the long-term consequences of a strategic pawn sacrifice, especially in the context of Mikhail Tal's style. A strategic pawn sacrifice is not just about losing material, it's a calculated move aimed at gaining an advantage. When you sacrifice a pawn, you often aim to gain control of the center of the board. Central control is vital in chess because it allows your pieces to move more freely and influence the game. By giving up a pawn, you can open lines for your pieces, making them more active and powerful. This improved mobility can lead to strong attacks on your opponent's position. Another important aspect of a pawn sacrifice is the impact on your opponent's pawn structure. If your sacrifice weakens their pawn formation, it creates targets for future attacks. A compromised pawn structure can make it harder for your opponent to defend effectively, giving you a long-term edge. Psychological factors also come into play. A pawn sacrifice can pressure your opponent, making them feel defensive. This pressure can lead to mistakes, as they may rush their decisions or miscalculate their responses. Mikhail Tal was known for using this tactic to unsettle his opponents and create opportunities for himself. Additionally, a strategic pawn sacrifice can provide you with more options for future moves. This flexibility allows you to adapt your strategy based on how the game unfolds. It can open up new avenues for attack or defense that may not have been available before. In practical terms, when considering a pawn sacrifice, it's essential to evaluate whether the benefits will last long enough to justify the material loss. You should think about how the sacrifice will improve your piece activity and control of key squares. Also, consider how it will affect your opponent's position and their ability to respond. In games played by Mikhail Tal, we often see how he used pawn sacrifices to create dynamic positions. His style was all about generating attacking chances, and sacrificing material was a key part of that strategy. In summary, the long-term consequences of a strategic pawn sacrifice can be quite significant. Improved mobility, compromised opponent structure, psychological pressure, and strategic flexibility are all potential benefits. Each of these factors can contribute to a stronger position as the game progresses. So next time you think about sacrificing a pawn, remember these long-term effects and how they can shape the outcome of your game.